Okay, so welcome. Hello, iCal, Sunflower. Leah Guerreras. I'm fine, Leah. Or is it Lee? Two Paths Tarot. Hello, welcome. Kerry Hutton Page. Sammy Merrick. Welcome. How are you all? Just have a little drop of my Diet Coke. Oh, that is lovely. Good evening, Barbara. How are you, my dear? Hello, Shaban. How are you? Thank you for joining me. And Adam, welcome. So how is everyone? What have you been up to? Deborah Smith, welcome, my darling. Hello, Nick. Thank you for joining me and thank you for watching. So you're well, Barbara. What have you been up to today, Barbara? And everyone else, what have you been up to? Have you been busy? Hello, Tiger Dragon. Thank you for joining me. Tiger Dragon, which part of the world are you from? Meant to ask you that the last time. So it's raining in Scotland. Actually, that's what we've had here in England, Barbara. But we need some rain, don't we, for the garden? So it's quite nice, really. Yeah, it's been raining, Patsy, hasn't it? Ah, that's right. You're in Greece, aren't you? So what's it like for tarot over there in Greece, Tiger Dragon? Do people follow the tarot? I know that they read the coffee cups. Have you had your coffee cup read? I've had mine read. It's quite fascinating. The little old lady sitting there reading the coffee cup. I imagine that you've had yours done, Tiger Dragon. Let me know in the comments. Oh, Kerry, that's a question. So iCal didn't have any rain. You're lucky. Whereabouts are you, iCal? Are you in the UK? And Sammy Merrick loves going to Greece. I have been to the Greek islands. I think it was called Ilunda. Would you know that, Tiger Dragon? What a beautiful island. Incredible place. Didn't want to come home. Thank you for joining me, Maurice Jones. We're just having a little chit chat now, and then we're going to go into some questions. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, say hello to everyone. So Deborah, we're due thunderstorms here in Essex, apparently, according to Deborah Smith, our weather girl tonight. I actually really love a thunderstorm. Do you? I really do. In fact, I listen to thunderstorms and rain at night when I'm going to sleep a lot of the time. But you hate them. Two Paths. I notice you're in a caravan, Patsy. I find caravans really cozy when it's raining. They scare the pants off you. I love them. I love a thunderstorm. This is in Crete. So could do with a thunderstorm. That's right, Sammy. I completely agree. Let's hope I actually hope we do get one here, over here in Essex anyway. That's right, Tiger Dragon. It really is. What a lovely island that was. I was very young. I'll never forget that holiday. Beautiful place. So Tiger Dragon, have you had your coffee cup read? Let me know. And Lillian Summers, welcome. Thank you for joining me this evening. Oh, yeah, the dogs don't like them, do they, Deborah? So Maurice doesn't like working in the rain, no. If you're working outdoors, it's awful if it rains. So there's talk of it being very hot this week, according to Patsy. So, well, Well, make the most of today then, because it's quite sort of chilled today, isn't it? I don't like it when it gets too hot. That's right, Barbara. I completely agree. You could do with that. So let's start our tarot, shall we? 29 by Wednesday, according to Patsy. Wow. Back up there again. Oh, well. We'll just have to make the most of it, won't we? And top up our turns, if we have one, that is. So, Miss A, you can be added to the readings. There's not a list as such at the moment. It's too hot for me, Patsy, as well. There's not a list as such, but if you have a question, then please do put it in the comments. And I'm going to come to whoever I feel drawn to. And I will try to cover as many people as I can. It depends how many people join the live, but I'll do my best to come to as many people, especially those who are new here and it's their first time. I completely agree, Maurice. You can people watch in the rain. It is. Maurice says he finds the rain a bit of a mystery because you can hide in it and people watch. Yeah, you can, especially if you're in a cafe somewhere, looking out the window, with a nice cup of coffee. I think simple things like that are so nice, aren't they? You have had your coffee cup read, yeah? I imagine you have, but I have, and it's. I really like it. I have thought about trying to do that myself in the past. But I do read tea leaves, so it will be something similar to that, wouldn't it, really? And Barbara Halliday is giving a big welcome to everyone. Thank you, Barbara. Okay. So Alanis, Miss A would like to know how a noir feels about her. Lamis, Miss A. Okay. Now, I'm assuming you're a lady, Lamis. Let me know, please, in the comments. That's simply because you've got Miss in your title there. So you would like to know how a noir feels about you. Yes, okay. So let's have a look for you, my love. How does a noir feel about Lamis, Miss A? And Maurice is saying he's had his coffee cup read. It was a great read. So interesting. As I say, similar to the tea leaves. I find that tea leaves are fascinating as well. Oh, main testing five lessons from now, Bob. Deborah. Oh, well done, you. You keep going, my love. You're going to get there. We're all behind you. Okay, so this is for Lamis, Miss A, who wants to know what was the name of that person? Oh, yeah. Oh, so you've got the Ethereal Tarot now. Patsy, that's great. I'm so glad people have enjoyed that walkthrough. It is a wonderful deck. That's what I'm using right now. So I'm just going back to... there we are. Yes. What does Anwar feel about me? Okay. Well, we have the Five of Wands here. The Emperor card. We also have the Two of Pentacles. So, with regard to feelings, first of all, I want to say, Miss A, that Anwar is a little indecisive. He is unsure whether he wants to get into a full-blown relationship with you. We have the Five of Wands. So it could be that there are other people involved around you both. Is it you that has a lot of admirers? Is it him or her who is it Anwar who has a lot of admirers? But who Anwar, I feel, is quite a traditional person. You see, with the Emperor here, and they like to kind of know where they stand with someone. And what I'm picking up here is that Anwar needs more time to decide on exactly how they feel, because you've got the Two of Pentacles here, and the Five of Wands indicates that one of you seems to have a lot of admirers. Now, if it's you, then perhaps Anwar is a bit concerned about how they'll fit in to that picture. So that's my answer for you, Miss A. Thank you, Barbara, for welcoming everyone. That's very kind of you. Hello, Kim Timmerman. Thank you for joining me. Maurice, you just put your question in if you have one. So, Casey, Sunshine, hey, Sarah, been pretty down lately regarding being away from home for so long. Anything positive for me to look forward to? Feel so isolated. Oh, Casey, I'm so sorry to hear that, darling. Let's have a shuffle of the cards and see what the tarot would like Casey Sunshine to know. That reminds me of Casey and the Sunshine Band, that name. Is that where you got it from, or is that just a coincidence, Casey? How can you be sad with a name like Casey Sunshine? Oh, so you've been away for so long. Okay, let's have a look. What's coming in for you? What do you need to know, my love? Okay, wow, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is a card that indicates changes coming. Okay, fate is stepping in here and bringing you in something nice. When the Wheel of Fortune is spinning towards you, you're about to receive some luck, perhaps some abundance, something kind of unexpected is about to come into your life. Let's take another card. Four of Pentacles. Okay, I feel as if you need to kind of step outside of your comfort zone. The Four of Pentacles indicates you're feeling a little bit stuck in your ways. There's a kind of need to be flexible about how you approach life and how you see life. Okay, so a lot of it, I feel, is in your own hands here, but you're being propelled toward something new here. But the Four of Pentacles indicates sometimes you hold yourself back, you hold on to the familiar. Can you see here in this card, this lady is holding on tightly, especially to this pentacle. So it's like you do hold on to the status quo, and there's a need for you to change your perspective and be a little more flexible. You have the Four of Cups, so that does indicate that you have been feeling, as you said, feeling low, feeling as if you can't be kind of bothered with things. And I want to say to you, Sunshine, there's a lot of good happening around you, but I'm not sure that you're seeing it. And as I said, it's like you need to shake your life up a bit, step out of this bubble that I feel you've been in. It's like you're holding on to a pattern of behavior, and that pattern of behavior, if you can find ways to change things, and especially if there's any negative thoughts going around in your head, take a look at how your thoughts, how you're behaving, how when you get up in the morning, what do you do when you start the day? What do you do when you go to bed at night? Have you got a positive ritual in the morning, or do you find yourself kind of doing the same old thing? Because what I'm picking up here is, because we've got two fours, that you're kind of stuck in a bit of a rut. So there's a need for you to pull yourself out of that and see life in with new eyes. And that's for Casey Sunshine. So your first name is Kirsty. That's also a lovely name. And for those of you who've just joined the live, I am coming to those who I feel drawn to. If you can type in the comments your question, then I will try to come to as many people as I can this evening. And Barbara Halliday here will is kind of it's not an admin, is it, on YouTube? I can't think of the name. But it's similar to that. So thank you, Barbara, for doing that. So Maurice, I have purposely missed 9 days of work. It's hard for me to show up. I hate my job. What do you see me getting? Do you see me getting fired? And what about a new job? Let's have a look for you, Maurice. You hate your job. It's awful, isn't it? When you have to go to work and you hate your job. There's nothing worse, because we spend so much time in our jobs that we need, or at least enjoy them to an extent. And when we hate them, it's a sign that there's a need for you to get out and change your life, Maurice, I feel. Okay, so this is for Maurice. Okay, you've got the Three of Wands. Yeah, it's time for you to break free. It's time for you to expand your horizons, Maurice. Okay, new horizons are beckoning you. I feel as if you've tolerated a lot in this job, and you've been very patient. But there comes a point in time where we can't do it anymore, and that's what I'm feeling with you. There's a need for you to break free. Although I feel as if there's something that's holding you back from doing so. You've got the Four of Wands. This does relate to having a break. You said you've had 9 days off, but I feel you need an actual holiday, a proper break. King of Wands. What star sign are you, Maurice? Because the King of Wands relates to fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag, and I feel this is coming in to let you know that it's time for you to take control of your life, just as the King of Wands would. The King of Wands knows exactly what they want from life, and they go after it. So really, you're being urged here to be bold, to be positive about the future, and to realize that if you put your mind to it, you can achieve so much. I'm just going to bring this laptop slightly closer. That's better. Yeah. So you can achieve so much if you put your mind to it. And that's what the King of Wands is all about. He is someone who is very determined and quite brave as well. So I feel that there's a sense here of you needing to be brave, for you needing to be courageous. Okay. I sense that you are worrying a lot about this situation and have been for quite a while. And I feel that there's a financial concern here as well around this. And certain things are holding you back from doing what you want to do. But I have to say, Maurice, as I tune in, have you ever thought of working for yourself in any way? Because that's what I'm picking up about you. And you said about another job. Have you ever thought about that? Let me know in the comments, please. You're very welcome, Casey. You're very welcome, darling. But it is about, as I come back into your energy, there is a need for you to sort of relax and let go of a few kind of routines that you've ruts that you have got yourself into. You can change your life, you'd be surprised. We get stuck and we don't realize, do we? It's only when someone else comes in and makes us aware of how we are living, and I feel this is to do with your thoughts as well that you're having. I'm picking up this need to see things with new eyes, and perhaps talk to your friends and people who are close to you and find out what's going on around you. Just need for you to shake your life up a little bit where you are right now. Hello, Marv 2000. You thought about it, Maurice. What have you thought about doing? Because I sense that you are someone who would like to work for themselves, someone who enjoys being the boss. Have you ever been the boss? Are you the boss? But I feel you're certainly someone who could step into those shoes, Maurice. So, thank you for joining me, everyone, this evening. Just going back up through the comments now. Thank you for sharing, Sammy. Thank you so much. So Maurice has never had a tea leaf reading. Basically, what country are you in, Maurice? Are you in the UK? Are you outside of the UK? I have a feeling you might be outside of the UK. Here in the UK, what we do is we just as they do over there in Greece with the coffee cup shapes that are left after drinking the coffee, we swirl our we use tea leaves. And after we've drunk the tea, we then swirl the cup around and we turn it upside down on a saucer, and then the shapes that occur are intuitively read. And it was something that was done in my family when I was a child. I grew up around this. And I have done some tea leaf reading in my time. And it's quite fun, actually. It's you'd be amazed at what can be seen within a cup, but it's more intuitive than anything. Elaine Foley, yes, I'm still doing readings, my love. You just need to put your comment or your question in the comments, and I'm going to try to get to as many people as possible. So Sunshine S, your granny read the tea leaves. Yeah, it's certainly an old tradition, but there's not many people that read it now, sadly. Okay. So Sammy, all this year I still wonder how H feels about me. It has been a difficult year. Oh, right, Sammy, let's have a look. And thank you for sharing this video for me. It means a lot. It really does, Sammy. I wonder how H feels about me. How does H feel about Sammy, please? We've got the Five of Wands again, the Moon, and the Page of Wands. Okay. Can you see these cards here? There's the Five of Wands, Sammy. Page of Wands, the Moon. I'm going to say, Sammy, that what's happening here is H is not at a stage where they want to necessarily get into a serious relationship with anyone. I feel they have a lot going on in their life. This Five of Wands here tells me that, you know, there's a lot going on around them. There's a lot of friction. There's a lot of stress, certain battles, perhaps disagreements going on around them. And I feel they have a lot on their plate right now. And it's not that they don't feel a connection with you, Sammy. It's more to do with the fact that they've just got so much going on, preventing them from really getting into anything that's, you know, in the way that you would want at this moment, that is. Thank you, Patsy. That's right, moderator. Yeah, so, you know, that's not to say things won't change, but there just appears to be a lot on this person's shoulders right now, a lot on their plate. Sammy. Hi, Champagne Sea. How are you? Welcome, and thank you for joining me. Okay, so Champagne Sea, I want to know, is there someone coming back from the past this month? Actually, if you were, you know, this weekend's reading, in fact, indicated that there will be reunions, especially this weekend for people. So if you've not seen that yet, Elaine, you'll find the weekend guidance on my channel. And I always do weekend guidance, and I do weekly guidance as well. So do look out for that. You know, in connection with your question, you may find that reading quite interesting. That's Champagne Sea. Oh, thank you, Champagne Sea. It's a pleasure for you to join me as well. So you'd like to know if someone's coming back. Let's have a look. Who is someone coming back? Now, if you get the Six of Cups, that's pretty much a big yes there. Let's have a look. Maybe not in July. Champagne Sea, I have to be honest with you, that's the feeling I get. I don't think it's going to happen quite yet, my love. Let's take you another card. Yeah, I feel as if, you know, but try to stay positive about this, okay? Don't go getting yourself down in the dumps, because I feel as if you would love this to happen, Champagne Sea, wouldn't you? But, you know, hang on, you've got the Eight of Wands. So I feel you will hear from this person. I'm not so sure it will be in July, but I do feel you will hear from this person. So please stay positive, Champagne Sea, okay? You're welcome, Sammy. I'm so sorry, Sammy, that I couldn't give you anything more positive. But I have to tell you how I see it in an honest way, in the most gentle way possible, of course. Yes, divine timing most certainly comes into play, Champagne Sea, but that, you know, they are the arrows of love, the Eight of Wands. So, and you know, it's connected with news and communication. So I do feel that there will be communication between you, as we go forward, but I don't feel there's an actual reunion as such yet. But hang on in there, stay positive, because that was a good card to see with regard to that question. Oh, thank you, Sammy. I feel you're a positive person, Sammy. I also feel you're a very sensitive person as well, with a lovely energy. And, you know, but it's I sense a yearning with you, but you know, all will happen when it is meant to, Sammy. That's all I can say. So just type in the comments if you have a question. Kim Timmerman, your dad read tea leaves as well. Yeah, it is a wonderful thing, isn't it? So Tiger Dragon, are you still there? Let's go back and find your question. Type in the comments, please, Tiger Dragon. let me know if you're still there. Greece behind us in time or in front of us? I can't remember now. I think it might be in front of us. Hi, Sylvie girl. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Casey Sunshine. That's really kind. You're there. Okay, Tiger Dragon. So what's coming in for the lovely Tiger Dragon? Thank you, Barbara. You're all very kind. Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, and Justice. Okay, now first of all, I want to say to you, Tiger Dragon, there appears to be someone around you who's a little negative, and there may even be someone that I feel you shouldn't necessarily completely trust. Let me know if that makes sense to you. I feel it will make sense to you. And if it doesn't make sense to you at the moment, it will in time over the next month or so. But I do sense this negative energy around you who, you need to distance yourself from them. Now, they may have a connection with your past, this person, all right? So what I'm getting here is that they are just letting you know that this particular person, Tiger Dragon, who is a little bit shifty, should I say, try not to get drawn in or too involved with them. Perhaps they're a little bit narcissistic. There's something there that's not quite nice. And watch out for red flags with them. And then if you feel you're being drawn into their drama or negativity, distance yourself from them, darling. Let me know if that makes sense to you, because if it doesn't, it will do in the next month or so. I feel, this particular person. Hi, Fiery Beacon. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. So, Deborah Smith, Sarah, Nick said you were spot on with the help. He's had help today and then another appointment Friday. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, I remember now. The 7 of Wands he got, didn't he? And I did feel that help was there for him. I'm so glad, because I did feel he needed it. Hello, Hearts Melodies. Thank you for joining me. I should do calming blogs. What kind of calming blogs would you recommend, Sammy? That sounds interesting. Do you mean meditation? I have thought about that. SMJ, you can, my darling. Of course you can get a reading. We need a question from you. So SMJ has just joined the live. Oh, Fiery Beacon is saying a big hello to people there. And see a few of you know each other. So, okay, so I'm going to draw a card for. Let's have a look. Hearts Melodies, you can, of course, you just type in the comments your question, and I'll try to come to you. So, Sylvie Girl, what was your question, my love? Can you type it in again? Ah, yes, found you. So, Sylvie Girl, hi. How does see me, and what are his motives towards me? Thank you. Let's have a look. So this is for Sylvie Girl, who wants to know how O sees her and what his motives are. Okay. Had a few questions like that this evening. I wish these people would be open and honest about their feelings. And Tiger Dragon, you've disappeared after your reading. I hope it didn't upset you. Oh, you've just popped up as I said it. Oh, no, you haven't. That was earlier. Tiger Dragon, let me know if you're there. Let's go back and find Sylvie Girl. Sylvie Girl, where have you gone? Where are you? Ah, so many comments. It's hard to... Oh, okay. So we're looking at how O feels about you, Sylvie Girl. So what does Sylvie Girl need to know, please, about O? King of Swords is coming out as the King of Swords. Ooh. This particular person, O, has been hurt. They've suffered heartbreak, my love. Let me know a bit more in the comments, please. Motives. Really, I feel at the moment he's a little stuck. I'm saying here, of course, this could be a she, but this person is a little stuck. And that's due to the heartbreak that they have endured in the past. I feel they have a lot going on in their head. And they are they're out of touch with their emotions. That's what I'm feeling. They're out of touch with their hearts. So there's a need for healing with regard to needs a period of healing before they can come forward. And that's for Sylvie Girl. I hope that's helped you. How do they see you? Well, let's cut the cards. They see you as someone who has potential, Sylvie Girl. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is all about potential. Okay, so they do see you in that way, my love. But whatever's happened, and I feel they've been through it, in the past, they are out of touch with their own emotions. But as far as you're concerned, you have real potential in their eyes, okay? Okay, so thank you, Barbara. It looks like Barbara Halliday is moderating for me this evening. Thank you, Barbara. Okay. So Liz Irvine, thank you for coming along this evening to the live. You would like to know if things will work out with you and the one you are talking to. Let's have a look for you. Oh. The one you're talking to. Well, we've got the 7, we've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's a pause in this at the moment. We've got the Magician here. So there's a lot of communication between the two of you. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. But we've got the Hanged Man and the 7 of Pentacles. So this person that you are talking to, Liz, I feel as if things have kind of come to a bit of a halt. I'm not sure whether you will decide to take this further. It's at a stage of contemplation, but I'm just sensing a need to be very patient and really think things through, looking at these 2 cards. And that is for Liz. Hello, Sarah Philippa. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Yes, welcome to all the new people this evening. Hello, Norman. Oh, Tiger Dragon. Okay. I had a problem with the connection. I just saw your message. It was very accurate, and I think I know who that person is. I think I'm going to get my justice. So thank you very much again for your help. Yes, you did have the justice card. But tread carefully around this person, Tiger Dragon. I knew you'd know who this was. And don't be drawn into their lies or dishonesty or drama, whatever it is that you are having to deal with. So Genesis Chickers, yes, of course you may ask the question. And by the way, everyone, I do have my weekend guidance, which has been uploaded, which was uploaded yesterday, if you'd like to see what's coming up for the weekend. And I also will be uploading another video tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, that's GMT, 7 o'clock GMT. And that will tell you give you your guidance for the week ahead. So that's twice weekly that I do the videos. And please subscribe if you haven't yet done so, because then you'll be notified of all these videos and also of when I go live. And I'm intending to go live regularly. At the moment, it's Monday and Friday evenings, but that could possibly increase in the future. But Monday and Friday it is right now. So I hope you can join me either of those days or both of those days. It would be lovely, We're building quite a nice community here, and it's nice to be able to link in with everyone. But and also, whilst I'm on live, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports my channel. I couldn't do it without you, so thank you so much. So there you go. I'll stop the rambling and we'll get back to questions. So Deborah Smith would like a card. Let's draw you a card, my love. Now, Genesis, I wouldn't be able to tell you if you're pregnant because I don't read on pregnancy and I don't read on health or legal matters, simply due to ethics. I don't feel it's right for me to do that. That doesn't mean to say other readers don't do that, because that would be their decision. But from my point of view, I don't feel right doing it. So that's for Genesis. So if you have another question, let me know in the comments, darling. So Tiger Dragon, yes, this person has to drop off the mask first and show real intentions. I'm done with shifted behaviour. I always appreciate your messages. Yeah, good for you, Tiger Dragon. It sounds like you're drawing some boundaries, and eventually we have no choice but to do that, but we learn the hard way. I've learned the hard way, and I'm sure many of us this evening who are on tonight would agree with you that there are times when we simply have to draw boundaries and say no and pull away. So I really feel you there, Tiger Dragon. Okay, so now I've got to go back to who I was reading for. I'm glad I'm spot on. All right. Thank you, Liz Irvin. Oh, has it, iCal? It's come true. What was it, iCal? Because I'm trying to remember. I did a reading for you, didn't I, on live? But, yes, to do with a neighbour, isn't it? Something to do with a neighbour, darling, yeah? Thank you for letting me know that. It's nice to know. It's nice to get feedback and know that you've given correct advice. Now, I was reading for someone just now and I can't remember who it was. So, yeah, your neighbour. That's right. Okay. So SMJ, you watched the weekend guidance. Thank you, SMJ. On Monday, that's right, iCal. Now I'm with you, yeah. Deborah Smith, it was you, wasn't it? Okay. Oh dear. Right, I think I'm getting old. Okay, Four of Wands, Deborah Smith. Okay, this is a wonderful card to see, isn't it? This indicates that either you are about to go on holiday, Deborah, or you need to go on holiday, Deborah. Okay, you and Nick. Okay, I feel a nice little romantic breakaway. Just the two of you is on the cards. Okay, that's what they're urging you to do. Have you anything in the pipeline? Have you anything planned? Because I just feel that that's what they're urging you to do. The Hierophant. Okay, yeah, it's about sort of, you know, the Hierophant is all about tradition. It's all about hey, I have to say here, Deborah, as I look into these cards, I know you're married. Are you going to have your marriage blessed? I feel that's coming in. Nick, are you listening? I actually do feel the two of you may attend a spiritual, could possibly in the church, a spiritual, what do you call it? A blessing? Is it a blessing when you have you redo your vows? I'm sure it's a blessing, but I feel that's what's coming in the near future, not too far away. Yeah, perhaps that's what's linked in with this breakaway. Perhaps you'll have a little break as well, a little short honeymoon, and just feel that this is needed for the two of you to reboot your relationship. Not that there's anything wrong, but I feel that, you know, there's been a lot of stress around the two of you, and the renewing of your vows, that's it, it's come to me now. But that's what I see happening here. This really, I do, it's a wonderful combination of cards for you. Let me know what you think of that, Deborah, and let me know what Nick thinks of that. But I see that, I really do. Yeah, it's almost like a kickstart to or a reboot of your marriage happening in the future. I'm feeling a lot of excitement as I read these cards for you, Deborah. Nick, did you hear me? Did Nick hear that? Nick's been saying this for years, Lowell. Right, well, it's time for you to go out there and book it, Deborah, okay? Because I feel it's going to really bring the two of you closer. As I link in here, I'm getting goosebumps, you know, and it's a nice feeling, real positivity coming in for the two of you. I feel as if the two of you just need this, how can I say, almost like a breath of fresh air that you would bring into your marriage. So that's for Deborah Smith and her lovely hubby. So Heart's Melodies would like to know, how does a guy named Todd feel about me? And Deborah and Nick, please let me know how you feel about that. Hope I haven't frightened you there, Deborah. I hope that's something that you'd like to do, but I really see it coming. I really do. Oh, Barbara's thinking of Greece for Deborah and Nick. Why not? And why not? Okay, so okay. So Sarah Philippa Santos would love to know, Sarah, if Chris is the one, please. Thank you. Okay, darling. Sarah without the H. Do you get asked that question, Sarah? I'm always asked that question. Is it with an H, without an H? Okay, so is Chris right for Sarah? Two of Wands. The World. The Queen of Pentacles. Actually, I get a good vibe about Chris. Sarah, I do get a good vibe about him. He could complete your world, basically. But how can I say, the Queen of Pentacles, you're a very, very patient person, aren't you, Sarah? A very patient woman. And you're very practical, a loyal type of person who would make a fantastic partner once you are in a relationship. But yes, I get a good sense about Chris, and I feel that they could complete your world. So you're going to sort out the booking. Oh, wow, Deborah. That is fantastic. We'll have to have a little celebration on here, won't we? Oh, that's fantastic news. I definitely see it. I knew it as soon as I saw those cards. So, iCal Sunflower. What is the name of the deck behind me? Is it well, I've got this one, which is the Crystal Power Tarot. And then there's one here that is the Angel Tarot. Let me know which it was that you were referring to, iCal. Oh, I'm glad you're pleased with that, Sarah. I definitely got a good sense of a connection, a good connection between you. Heart's Melodies got skipped. That's it. I knew it was right. Heart's Melodies. What was your question, my love? Let me know, please. Oh yes, we'll definitely get the wine out for Deborah. Well, yeah, absolutely. Once Deborah and Nick have gone off and done this, then we'll all celebrate. We'll have a night where we celebrate, and hopefully everyone will join in with a glass of wine. Ah, that's it, Heart's Melody. So sorry, my love. How does a guy named Todd feel about me? Let's have a look for you. This is for Heart's Melodies. Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Well, I have to say, Todd would kind of like to build something with you, but for some reason he's finding things a struggle. He's finding the whole prospect of a relationship a struggle, because he's got a lot of wands here. He's got 5 and a 7, and they're both about struggle. But in many ways he'd like to build something with you, but I feel he has to sort his life out first. Okay, so you are someone who he'd kind of like to get to know, but he has to deal with certain things before he can progress. Hello, Ace of Spade. I like that name. Heart's Melodies. Oh, yeah. That makes sense, does it? Okay, that's good. So, yeah, I feel the need for patience. Heart's Melodies for the moment. Oh, you're welcome. Hello, Star Child. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, be patient, Heart's Melodies, because there's things he needs to deal with. Ace of Spade. Any messages from Spirit? Well, this is how I'm a tarot reader. I work with guides and angels, but what we can do is look at the spirit cards that connect in with spirit. And if you can think of the person that you would like to come through, Ace of Spade, I'll draw you a card from this deck, and that will be your message from them. So I'll give you a moment to think about who you would like to come through for you. And if anyone else would like a message from the Spirit deck, please type in the comments. Okay, they want you to know that they always give you a good night kiss, okay? That is for Ace of Spade. So whoever it was that you were focusing on just now, from Spirit, they are coming through to let you know that they always give you a beautiful good night kiss. And I think that's a lovely, reassuring thing to know. So when you go to bed tonight, Ace of Spade, feel them there, close to you, kissing you good night, my love. Oh, it's a lovely feeling, isn't it? Whoever that was that you wanted to come through has come through for you and let you know that. Okay, yeah. I think it's so comforting, isn't it, to feel that your loved ones in spirit are kissing you good night. I love that message when it comes through. Okay, two paths. Let's draw you a card. Okay, so let's focus for Patsy now. Let's focus on your dad. Patsy's dad, please come through for her. What message do you have for Patsy, please? Oh, wow. Okay. Dad wants you to know, Patsy, that you shouldn't be afraid. So don't be afraid is the message here, okay? Whatever it is you've been worried about, scared about, whether it's if it's to do with your health or something like that, I feel, don't be afraid. You're not alone, my love, okay? Spirit are very much around you. Dad is very close to you, clearly. And he knows you've been scared, but he's there with you. He's by your side, Patsy. Please tune into his energy whenever you feel afraid or unsure of anything, okay? And that's for the lovely Patsy. Okay, so welcome, Cups of Hope. Thank you for joining me. And Yaprak Dokumu, I hope I pronounced that correctly. You're very welcome, Ace of Spade. Oh, I see. You've got eye issues. Two paths. I'm sorry to hear that, my love. Well, Dad is very much around you and spirits are very much around you. They don't want you to be scared. Okay. You know, just tune into their love. Tune into their love and know that they're there supporting you, Patsy. Okay, so okay. Just looking back at the questions, and then I've had some new people join me as well. Thank you, welcome, and thank you for joining me. Okay, so Swan Love, is this Piscean guy really in love? I'm a Virgo. Is a toxic life. So you want to know if the Piscean is really in love with you and you're a Virgo. That's actually a really lovely combination in a relationship. Pisces and Virgo energy. It really is. Because Virgos can help a Pisces become grounded. Pisces can be a bit of, they can be a bit dreamy in a lovely way. Virgos are very much about, I'm shuffling the wrong cards. Virgos are very much about real life, Swan Love. And they like to know where they stand. They'd rather hear the truth, and I'm sure you'd agree with that. Okay, let's have a look. King of Wands. Ace of Swords, and the Empress. And your question was? I do. Just reading the rest of your questions, quite a long question, so give me a moment. He's finding it difficult to break away from something, Swan Love. You know, we've got this Ace of Swords here. He's finding it difficult to make that break in order to be with you. That's what I want to say without going too deep. And of course, you know, if anyone wants a reading, a personal reading, you can do so by going to my link at sarahstarot.co.uk, because I can only go so far here. And of course, readings are always available. And I read via telephone, audio, video, Skype, and one-to-one, of course, for those who are local. But Swan Love, I just feel as if there's a kind of, this is quite a challenging situation that you're in. That's what I'm picking up here. And it will be difficult for this person to break away, to make a new start. Okay. Certainly for the foreseeable future, for the time being anyway. Okay, so I'm just checking the comments now. Cups of Hope, I love that name. How will my career go? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So this is for Cups of Hope, who'd like to know how their career will go. Oh, wow, the Sun card. Fantastic. We're talking about success here. You know, you couldn't get a better card than the Sun. Things are going to go well for you. Let's have a look. I feel you've had your struggles, especially financially, Cups of Hope. And you've had your worries. Look at this Nine of Swords here. These cards are incredible. Whoever created these cards really knows the tarot. And in fact, I was saying to my son earlier today, whoever it was that did create them sees the tarot in the way I see it, and I resonate so deeply with this deck. It's incredible. But yeah, I have to say, there's a lot of worry around you. Can you see that, everyone? That card, how we've got all these demons here, all these fears going around in this lady's head. It's the middle of the night, and you know, she's worried, sick about things. She's anxious. She's scared. She's concerned, and that's what I'm picking up with you, my love. I'm just going back to find your name now. Cups of Hope. So you know, I want to say to you, you need to let go of all this worrying that you've been doing, Cups of Hope, okay? Because I feel then there's a need for positivity. You've got a wonderful name, Cups of Hope, okay? But that's, you know, you need to link into that energy, and realize that you know, you have had your hardships. I agree. I feel that. But you know, all this worry is not going to make anything any better for you. And the Sun card is coming in to say things are going to turn out so much better than you realize. Okay, so take a deep breath, put those worries away, and think positive, because the Sun card is a fantastic card to get with regard to future career, or with regard to success in any area of life. So that was for you, Swan Love. You're very welcome, Swan Love. Okay, so, well, thank you for joining me, everyone. I think that I'm going to call it a day, and I will be back again on Monday evening live. And do look out for the weekend guidance, which is on my YouTube channel at the moment, and also for tomorrow's guidance, which will be uploaded 7 a.m. GMT. And before you go, do we have any Leos in the house? Because I will be uploading, I think it's tomorrow morning, a yearly reading for Leo. And I do have yearly readings on my YouTube channel. And that's going back to I think January this year I started it. So for if you have had a birthday since January, then pop on and take a look at the readings for the year, a year ahead. But Leo's is going on this weekend, tomorrow morning. So do look out for that. But yeah, I'll say good night then. Lots of love to you all, and I will be back again Monday. Good night.